First, Maine's business community is about to get a new leader in Augusta. The Maine State Chamber of Commerce represents thousands of businesses and has been involved in everything from tax policy to minimum wage to big referendum issues. Dana Connors, the longtime president of that organization, has even had to be a mediator at times, helping parties and politicians find agreement. Now, Dana Connors is about to retire. And 207's Don Kerrigan introduces us to the woman who says she is excited to be taking on that job.
A lot to help our small business community.
Whether it's speaking out for Maine business or seeking compromise in the halls of power, the Maine State Chamber of Commerce is a major player at the State House. And for close to 30 years, its voice has been that of Dana Connors. That voice is about to change.
You know, I was a little taken aback because it's a big position and big shoes to fill with Dana leaving, but I was also really excited.
Julia Munsey is currently Director of Membership and Corporate Development at the Maine International Trade Center. In a few weeks, she will take over as president of the Maine State Chamber. It's a job Munsey says came looking for her.
Her experience speaks for itself.
We sat down with Munsey and Connors, and he praised her work with the Trade Center, with several private businesses, as well as the Bangor Chamber, University alumni, and the Girl Scouts of Maine.
And so I think there's no question I'm handing the baton off to somebody who is very competent and will take it to the next stage without question.
She will have to hit the ground running with the legislative session already underway and major issues to tackle.
What do you see as the biggest challenge facing business in Maine? I mean, we have an economy that is a problem for some, but overall is doing okay, I think. And what do you see as the biggest challenge and need for business?
I think the answer to that is workforce, and anybody that's talking about business here in Maine is talking about that. And I think what is amazing about entrepreneurs and business owners is that they have this drive and this passion to work hard and to make a difference and to be successful in business. And we need to find people who will come and help them do that.
It's a problem the State Chamber has already been working on, with more waiting to be done.
There's two aspects of the workforce. One is skill, and the other is supply, number of people. Skill, we've learned a lot, and a lot's happening that's very positive. And when you look at supply, it's a harder one because it's number of people.
And Dana Connors says the pandemic has actually helped because more people have discovered Maine.
And how we benefited in terms of people recognizing and coming here. And when you add to that the initiative of broadband, where people can live in the rural areas and work remotely, yeah, I think the future before us is very positive.
I've had some really interesting conversations about how do we empower people to look at work in a really positive way and in an exciting way and attract people to come here to the state and do that work.
Connors, who worked for 2 Maine governors before leading the chamber, recalled a favorite phrase from one of them.
Sure, I can remember Governor Brennan saying the best social program in the world is a job. He was right then, he's right now.
I love that quote by Governor Brennan. I think that work is a wonderful thing. It's the thing that brings us, life and joy in so many ways. And I think it's important that employers think about their culture and think about what their employees need. Being mindful of that makes a big difference, and then the message that we send to the population about what work can mean for them is really, really important.
Working on those ideas will be only part of the new job for Munsey. As State Chamber President, she will likely need to take public positions on controversial issues and become an advisor to both business and government leaders as they try to work with each other.
Exactly.
Her ideas and answers, in short, will matter.
Aside from the workforce problem, what's your sense of how Maine is doing?
The businesses that we work with, I have just been so impressed with how they have navigated through the last 3 years. I'm not kidding. They have figured out how to keep doing what they're doing. They have figured out how to overcome the challenges. I'm telling you, I'm so impressed with the businesses that we have here in the state.
And for the man she will replace, it's a chance to reflect on 30 years in a very big job.
I have been one of the luckiest guys in the world because I've had 3 jobs, only 3 jobs, 56 years, 57 years, but I've had the good fortune of loving every one of them for the same reason. High profile, a lot's expected, you're out there competing, you're doing things on behalf of others. It's pretty special.
In a few weeks, Julia Munsey will get her turn.
Julia Munsey will start as state chamber president on March 8th. She says she already knows Governor Mills and is getting to know the legislative leaders.